No, I don't. I don't come to school.
Really? Where are you now?
I'm
Stand.
at home
Oh. So why don't you go to school like Anna?
because there's nothing to do there. Just have one class. Why do I need to come?
Really? No, but you learn here to set your goal. Do you set your goal before you start the school day, and then you learn?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do that. Okay, and make a check mark to your work that you have completed every day at the end of the day. That's good for you. Okay, I just sent the link of the model train set. So you should take a look. Yeah. Watch it later. Okay, we move on to the next parts. I tried to draw with ChatGPT. It's not good at drawing at the first time. Maybe I try to ask it to draw um better later. Now we continue with the question three, four, sorry, five, six. Okay, four, five, and six. The question four, what do you think? Almost are we all done, right? Why? Question five, why does Jeremiah feel uncomfortable during break first? You do- Okay, Peter, go to page 78 and 79 of reading book. Okay? And tell me, have you complete the questions? It's page 79. Peter, have you completed? I'm so sorry that you didn't come on time, Peter, because we don't have much time to learn together every week. Just two lessons, right? Two morning and every Monday and Wednesday morning we learn together. Okay, Peter? Question? What's your question? Great. He felt unsure how to act around his grandparents. At breakfast? At the end, no, he feels happy and comfortable. He will probably grow closer to his grandfather and spend more time with him. Good prediction. Good job. Yeah. If you were Jeremiah in this situation, what do you think? You can put yourself to understand him better. Have you ever had time with your grandpa like that? And to do something together, it builds the stronger relationship, right? Yeah. This morning they had all eaten a big breakfast together, cooked by his mom and grandma Watkins, and talked a bit about their lives. Jeremiah answered a lot of questions about school, his friends, and what he liked to do, but the whole conversation had seemed kind of stiff. Yeah, you see that? His grandparents was close relatives, but he felt unsure about how he should act. Yeah, he felt unsure that he like a safe feeling, right? He don't know much because he didn't know a whole lot before, right? Yeah, in the paragraph one, once again, I remind you, he didn't know a whole lot about his grandfather. Okay? That, add to that, at the end, Jeremiah and his grandfather spent the rest of the morning playing with toy trains, and Jeremiah had to admit he didn't feel one bit silly about it. Yeah, he was amazed about their model train set, right? Yeah, that's he he immediately understood the amount of work that must have gone into building the model, and it's so realistic, right? Okay, so we have go through the question together. Once again, give me 2 minutes, okay, to summarize this selection with Peter because he's go a bit late today. Peter, are you listening? Peter, you type yes in the chat box. So I will summarize this selection to you to listen, Peter. Okay, Peter? We have just we have just learned this lesson a basement full of trains, and it's about Jeremiah and his grandpa meeting. They have a time to enjoy the food together with his family with and that then they his grandpa show him a model train set that he take a lot of time. Yeah, it took a lot of time to build this model train set. And Jeremiah was so surprised about this model train set. Then he have a time to explore this model train set with his grandpa and build relationship, a closer relationship, a stronger relationship with his grandpa. During this selection, we understand that yeah, in the question one, which of the following best describe Tamara this relationship with the grandpa? It's that he's met his grandpa a few times in past, okay? But they don't know each other very well. Yeah, and we learned a new phrase that he didn't know a whole lot about his grandfather, okay? Yeah, we have the phrase that I showed you before. This question two, who else from Jeremiah family has come along for the visit to his grandparents' home? It's just his family, but they didn't mention to who are they, so the story does not say, okay? Is the answer for this one. Question three, why is Jeremiah surprised when Grandpa was can turn on the light? Because he's he was amazed because of the details and a lot of words that he can imagine, he can understand immediately after he looked at the model train set. The question four, what do you think impressed Jeremiah the most about the model train set? And explain your answer. This is your own answer, Peter. You should think and answer this question by yourself, okay? Because what do you think? To show your opinion, you can say, in my opinion, I as I see it, or in my I believe something you write down. Yeah, what is impressed Jeremiah the most about the model train set? Then we go to question five. Why does Jeremiah feel uncomfortable during breakfast? Yeah, because he's unsure about how to act about his grandpa, right? He didn't know a whole lot about his grandpa. Yeah. Did do you think he feels the same way at the end of the story? Explain your answer. Yeah, at the end of the story, after time he experienced with the model transit with his grandpa together, maybe what do you feel? What do you think he feels? Do you think he feels the same? No, he didn't, right? He must be happy around his grandpa and ask many questions about the model train set, right? And of course, you can make a prediction about the future of Jeremiah's relationship with his grandfather, that they are closer together, right? And what do you learn from this? What do you learn after you read this, The Basement Full of Train? Hmm? After you learn this, A Basement Full of Trains, what do you think? Anna, John, Jemima, Grace, what do you think, Peter? After you listen to the summary. What do you think? What do you learn? Maybe you will make something interesting as your hobby, and in the future you have fun time with your grandkids when you get older and older. Understand? Okay, come back. We'll move on to the next selection now. It's the Legend of John Henry. Okay, we have time to read it. I give you 10 minutes to read and summarize the Legend of John Henry. Okay, you have 10 minutes to read and summarize the Legend of John Henry. Are you clear? John, Anna, Jemima, Peter? Okay, read and summarize it in your own words. Read carefully, okay? When you summarize this, you learn it once. Yeah, okay, Jemima, come back. Jemima, we have time to read the legend of John Henry. And then you summarize it in your own words. Okay, about 150 or 200 words. It's okay? 150 words. Okay.
We need to do what?
Read and summarize it as usual. Okay?
Okay.
This help you improve your writing skill, reading skills, critical thinking. Okay, really good. Okay, John and Anna and Peter, are you working?
Yeah, I prepare the same.
Mm-hmm. I see. Jemima here and Grace. It's a bit short, Jemima. Okay, I'll come back in a minute. Okay, I just leave in a moment and then get in again.
Okay, okay. All right.